Hi there. I've been busy editing video. My computer glasses. If you don't want to have a pain in the neck as a photographer, sometimes a pair of computer glasses come in very handy. No more craning my neck to see screens. Anyhow, I know it's been a while since my last video. I've made a few attempts to start a video, but to no avail. Usually it came down to no real strong idea that I felt enough about to actually do a video. And then, through the strangest of sources, I saw a video about burnout from a YouTube couple that you may all be familiar with. A couple that sometimes tend to be of interest to me and sometimes not. But in this particular case, it really did get me thinking. Burnout. What does it mean for us as hobby photographers, not as professionals? I mean, I think they stress the fact that, if you're a professional photographer, there are many things that you might consider that can cause burnout. But what about those of us who just like to have fun with photography? How do we get burned out? What happens? But we do. We find ourselves in a situation where we no longer take much interest in it. You take your camera bag out, you open it up, you look at your camera, you look around, you make excuses. The procrastinator excuse list. I mean, mine is quite long. This video is late because of my procrastinator list. This video behind me that I'm editing is, well, let's just say that it could have been done a little more quickly had I not found all of these mundane excuses why I couldn't do it. The point is that if you have something to do, then you just need to do it. I know that oversimplification is very, very difficult for most people. It's very difficult for me. I'm here now, and I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing. This is not a paid job, but it is one where they would like to get their video in a timely manner. This was done free of charge because, well, I just wanted some practice at video, and I have done some short videos for them before. So the Hazy Grape Theater Collective decided that they'd give me a shot at doing their latest Broadway review, thus the somewhat familiar tune, I'm sure. Anyhow, I'm finally getting down to it. I'm finally digging in and working at it. This video is just my way of taking a little break. Between this video and, playing music and just generally staying away from my normal procrastination has made a difference. Now, where does that leave you? Do you have a problem with that? Is there anybody out there who feels sometimes that they just don't want to take pictures? They don't want to deal with cameras. They don't want to deal with any of that. When that happens, what do you do? I mean, typically, I just kind of drift away and do something else. And I think that's what a lot of people end up doing. But at the same time, we end up then missing opportunities because we want to. We don't really want to be involved. We're quite happy to miss those opportunities. Now, are they really opportunities? Are they just ways for us to dig ourselves even deeper into the state of apathy that we develop when we reach this stage of, hobby burnout? Not professional burnout. Never compare the two. Professional burnout is a very serious thing. Hobby burnout just means that you're going to wander away from it for a while. The thing about photography is that most of us have invested a lot of time and a lot of money into photographic equipment. So walking away from it and doing something else sometimes feels like a cop-out. But again, that's something that you have to get over. If you really feel that you have to get away from this for a while, then do it. If you feel that you just need to knuckle down and work harder at it, then try that. But the overall point here is just that I am a procrastinator. I've referred to myself many times as a lazy photographer, and lazy is just another way of saying procrastination. When I do get around to doing something, I will usually make my best effort to do the best job that I can. It may not look that way to an outside observer, because I'm not one who tends to, how should I put it? I don't really show the effort I'm putting into something when I'm actually doing it. Instead, the results, I hope, speak for themselves. Anyhow, this video, as I said, is mainly just to let you know I'm still here. But it is something that I have spoken about in the past. In the past, I looked at it more in the way of a photography block. The fact that suddenly it seemed like you couldn't work at photography. But I think burnout is probably a better way to look at it. Because it's not a case of, oh, I don't have ideas. It's a case of, I don't want to. And the I don't want to comes from maybe going at something too hard. Maybe making it too big a part of your life. If you're a hobby photographer, then there should be other things as well. You shouldn't just be involved with photography. There should be something else. Even if it's reading a book, watching a movie, going for a walk without a camera, any of those things, whatever it takes, just remember, this is supposed to be enjoyable. If it's not enjoyable, then step away from it for a while and see what happens. If you find that you step away and you don't want to step back, then I guess I'll find your photography equipment on eBay. Well, I don't know if this has been of any use to anybody, but if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more of my videos, by all means subscribe to this channel. And if you know somebody who maybe feels the same way about their photography as I've been describing here, maybe they'd like to see this. I don't know if it'll help any, but at least it'll let them know that they're not alone. So go ahead and share it. Well, I have to get back to my editing, so bye for now.